What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome to the Singapore Grand Prix, which is done by me, JayFerGaming, on F1 2016. So it's part of my kind of series. When the race weekend does come up in real life, I go and do the race and start from the back, try and have a fantastic race, which we have had so far. In the two I've done so far, which has been Spa and Monza. Brilliant races, in-game. Not so much with Monza in real life. We can talk about... Actually, no, we can't talk about that one at all. It was that bad. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, do remember to subscribe for career mode and F1 XL league highlights and just random videos like this. So we're going for a race around Singapore, 50%, and I've decided to do it during the day just to try something different. You don't often see this track during the day. I think I did a hot lap video around here in the daylight, but yeah, we're used to seeing it in the nighttime with all the lights. It looks fantastic, but I did think I'd try something different here. So we're driving as Carloz Sainz in the Toro Rosso, starting 22nd out of 22 drivers, just to make it more entertaining and a challenge. You'll see the grid coming up now. And I do one-shot qualifying to start off the weekend, just retire from it, and it brings up some shocking results. My teammate Kvyat in third, the two Hasses are up there in fourth, and I think it was P8. So yeah, a very mixed up grid for this Singapore Grand Prix, which, yeah, it could cause some interesting racing. It could help us out as well as the faster guys get held up. So yeah, there could be crashes, could be the safety car, there could be a lot of action in this, and hopefully we can try and get a point finish. Like in the first one, if you haven't seen them already, do go check them out. But the results, we finished first with Ricciardo in Spa, coming from last, and we were, was it Sebastian? I think it was Raikkonen actually in Monza, and we finished P3, I think it was. Very entertaining races, so do go check them out. For this one, we're going to try to stop. I have done this track on my career recently, if you haven't already seen that, and yeah, my tyre wear was absolutely awful and I had awful pace, so hopefully that was just a career mode scenario, and this is going to be a lot better. We're going to start on the super soft tyres and then hopefully 2 stints on the ultra soft, but I'm not feeling incredibly confident that I'll be able to stick to that. So we're reducing the fuel, don't want the car to be too heavy as we make some banzai moves in probably the first lap. So we're building up to the Singapore Grand Prix 4-5 lights, and the 2016 Singapore Grand Prix is away. Lights out and away we go. We get a pretty good getaway compared to the Sauber on the right, and we could get a couple of these guys into turn 1, but it's very tricky, especially if you take the inside line. We're out breaking them up the inside, and Felipe has a little bit of contact, but we should get him here into turn 2 with the inside line. He will turn to the outside line for turn 3, but we've got better traction than him. He's still there, so we might have to leave a bit of space. No, we're successfully ahead of him, going for Magnussen, and yeah, the AI is going to be a little bit weak here, but we take advantage of that, get ourselves up to P16, and we're close on the tail of Jensen Button up to Rich Mix using the slipstream off his car, and we're going to go for a dive bomb up the inside. Yes, we are. He leaves the space, and we get an easy move done. So 7 positions gained on the first lap already. Now we're up to the faster cars, the cars that didn't do so well in qualifying, the 2 Williams here, and Kimi Raikkonen sandwiched between them. There seems to be a slowish car in around 7th place. I'd probably guess it's Gutierrez in the Haas. But yeah, it's interesting conditions. I'm not sure if the time of day affects the tyre wear and how much grip you have on the track. I haven't really done an experiment or anything, but that would make things very interesting, because obviously at night, cooler, probably cooler conditions. I'd imagine less tyre wear, but we have an incident here on lap 4, virtual safety car. You can see to the right here, Daniel Ricciardo's retired, and he is out of this race with I think it was an engine failure. Actually, I didn't even check, but I'll guess it was. It tends to be that. But we were trying to take advantage of the VSC here, and we actually do it. We go for a move on the back of Massa here, up the inside, and I was very happy with that move. Late on the brakes, under control. And yeah, making the most of the new feature for this game, because yeah, I tend to ignore the delta when it's coming to the end. I don't think you'd get a penalty if you go over the delta, so I took advantage of that. Sadly for us, I did drop behind Alonso, or quite far behind Alonso. He is on the ultra soft tyres, and Massa comes fighting back on the same compound as me. But we thought about a move, but I thought he was going to turn in there. But yeah, we probably could have fought better there to defend our position. But we don't want to lose too much time, because at this point I was considering maybe doing a 1-stop. I feel like our pace isn't the greatest. It might work on the ultra softs, but I think doing 2 stops might not work for us, so I'm considering a 1 stop at this point. And with a few cars going into the pits, the Ultra Soft seems to have lasted about 7-8 laps. So yeah, that could happen for our strategy, but that would mean taking these tyres to around lap 15-16, which might be a bit of a stretch. And now we have Jenson Button in the McLaren fighting back after we overtook him on the first lap. Is he going to close in enough? He's got DRS. He pulls to the inside and he makes a bit of contact with us. That was a little bit annoying. He could have just gone straight past us, but we fight back around the outside. Side by side, this is great racing. Can we keep it clean? Can we defend our position? And yes, we do, just about. And now with a few other cars pitting, we're up to P6 and I'm thinking, yeah, I think 1 stop's the way to go. Track position is key around here, though it is easier to overtake than places like Monaco. But ahead of us, there is serious problems for Sergio Perez. His brakes, I think, have just snapped or something, because he is all over the place, locking up, going wide, and we had to overtake him kind of off the track. He did squeeze us pretty dangerously there as we went for the move, but we're coming into the DRS zone. Button did get past Perez and now he's on the attack of us. We didn't get a great run, so we should be easy meat even for the McLaren Honda. He's already got the move done. We're using the slipstream, trying to fight back and putting it up the inside. He's left just enough room, and once again we defend our position, and I feel like that's how we're going to keep most of our positions. I don't know, on this game I seem to struggle so much around Singapore, and I don't know why. My tyre wear's awful as well, because I try and manage the tyres, but then I have awful pace, so it's kind of a circle and I can't win. But Button fights back on into turn 1, gets the move done. We make a bit of contact. He was that slow, so I've gone wide. And Perez, the guy with no brakes, is fighting back. This can be very dangerous. He just went into the side of me there. Button's enough ahead. Are we going to get DRS to fight back? Yes, we are against Perez. And are we making a little bit of contact? No, but we've just got ahead of him. Let's see what he can do in the DRS zone. Can he fight back with his underperforming car? I've got to watch out, because he could just crash straight into the back of me. And I think that kind of put me off here. That's why I went a little bit wide. Just looking at my mirrors, will Perez smash into the back of me? But lap 13, I couldn't do it anymore. These tyres were awful. They were going off the cliff. And you can see we're even struggling coming into the pits, drifting it into the pit entry. So I did decide to go for the 1 stop, try the soft tyres, and hopefully we can take these to the end. So that's 18 laps, and based on our super soft stint, could we do that? I really don't know. And of course we come out right next to Perez, who seems to nearly got the undercut on us. Yeah, he's gone for the undercut as well, and he's actually fighting back, and with brake issues this is very dangerous. He makes contact with us and we're not going to get DRS to defend, which is annoying. So Perez has a fantastic chance of overtaking us, but let's see what he's actually like into the braking zone. Will he have any struggles in his Force India? Well, we didn't really see, because we went straight up the inside to get our position back and up to P20. That's kind of depressing. We make another position up from someone pitting. And Perez is on our tail once again. We don't have the greatest of pace in these soft tyres, so it's going to be interesting to see if we can keep them to the end and if we make any positions up from using this strategy. And Perez is locking up. Yeah, he's definitely still got issues with his car, and I need to get back ahead of him, because anything can happen with this guy. So he's just gone wide there. He could go hurtling into the barrier at any moment. He might brake a little earlier in one corner. I just don't know. So we're on the back of Perez, and he's actually pulling away. We might have to make an opportunity happen down here if he has a struggle. And let's have a look. He has got wide there, so we've got a shot into the hairpin. This isn't really renowned for an easy overtake, and we've decided to go for it. We're very far back. He's gone wide. We don't make contact, but now we're side by side. Who's got the better traction? We do, on these harder compound tyres, and he's still on our inside. Is he going to come back down here? Oh, he's got bad brakes. I had to turn in. I was so concerned that he was going to get us. I didn't want him to get ahead of us, and I kind of did that on purpose, and I obviously didn't mean to take him out, but it just happened like that. So with a few more cars in the pits, are we making up any positions? No, we're not. It's actually our teammate coming out the pits, and he was running in P3 early on. He's trying to make the 1 stop work as well, so he's done a great job so far, Kvyat, and yeah, he could be on for some big points. I don't think we are. He has pulled quite a gap to us, and we're struggling a little bit. As you can see, we went wide there. Hulkenberg's going for the move, and he's got it done before turn 1, but we're going to try fight back around the outside. We go off the track but defend our position. Yeah, it's a random race, so don't scream at me for that. But surely I've made a bit of a mistake there taking the position back, because Hulkenberg's probably going to breeze past us into the DRS zone. We don't have much straight line speed. In terms of default setup, I went for 2 to the left, but yeah, we don't seem to have that much downforce or grip either. So yeah, I don't know what my struggles are. Well, I know what my struggles are, but how to combat them. Is it my setup, or is it me that sucks? It's not a good predicament to be in. Now lap 23, I've got Massa all over the back of me. He's on ultra soft tyres just to compound things. Much better car, much better tyres, and we try and defend our position, and we just swipe across him to defend it. It's for P10 as well, we're in the points, and yeah, we're going to try our best to keep everyone behind us, but it's so difficult. I've burned these tyres out. You can see the front right is 51%, and I was thinking, I'm not going to make it to the end on these tyres, I just use them too much. I know I'm turning in too much, but if I don't, I'm just going to understeer into the barrier. I just can't win. We're up to P8 with a couple more cars pitting, and I was still thinking we can defend this points position, but as Massa gets past, we have a chance to get back at him. We go for it, and we understeer, nearly take him out. That was a pretty dangerous move there, but we're trying our best to stay in the points here, and finishing 8th would be amazing, but there is a long way to go. He's on the attack again. We're trying to defend here, but he's got the inside line. That's a great move in this new section. We try and fight back, but we make contact. He's pushing us across. He pushed us wide, and the Haas has got through as well, and we're seriously struggling. Oh, God, I tried to go up the inside, but no, nothing doing there. Now Verstappen's going to get better traction than us. I said to myself, if he gets past me and we go out the point, I'm going to have to go into the pits, because otherwise we'll have nothing to defend. He doesn't get past us here, but there's no way I can hold these cars up for another 8 laps, so I'm going to come in for a set of the ultra soft tyres. That means we're probably going to drop near the back of the field, and yeah, we're going to have no shot of points, but we'll have a bit of fun on the fastest compound. See if we can put in some good laps and hopefully overtake a couple of cars, if anything, for a bit of your entertainment. And to make me feel better, I was feeling pretty depressed in this race. It was so discouraging. Why I'm so bad at this track on this game, I really don't know. I can't even exit the pits properly, for God's sake. But we come out in 20th, not last because Perez obviously has his problems. We closed in very quickly on the back of Verline. Yes, it's a manner. Yes, he's on soft tyres, but I had to do it. And I'm going to go for the move off the inside into the hairpin. Oh, we've made contact. But that does that makes me feel good about the damage system this year. It wasn't a big touch, and we've got a damaged front wing. But in terms of this race, it doesn't really affect us too much. But at least we got the move done, and now we're going to try and hunt down Haryanto in the other manner. And as we come on to the penultimate lap, he is stuck behind Ericsson, who has technical issues, so we might have a shot again in 2 more positions, just for a bit of pride in this race. Haryanto goes to move up the inside. These two are so slow side by side. We got the run on Ericsson, thinking about Haryanto, but no, we're going to wait for the DRS zone, so we dispatch the Sauber pretty easily. So now let's set the move up on Haryanto, get DRS and blast past him if we can, and he is so slow through here. Oh God, we've got such a run on him, and he's made contact. He smashed us round. That's weird. He's out the race as well. How did that happen? We didn't even make contact with him. So if we see this from the TV cameras, Haryanto just goes too wide, breaks his suspension on the wall. And what the hell is Ericsson doing? The aftermath. Why is Ericsson blasting into me? What the hell? So we'll see. He just understeers into the wall, and bam, it's all over for him. Suspension gone. He collects us, and then Ericsson just... Let's have a look at this. He has so much time to avoid me, but no, he just wants to drive into me, breaks his front wing. Unbelievable scenes here. And yeah, we're back down to P19, and I saw Ericsson go into the pits, so I thought, yeah, I might as well go in and battle him to the end. So we're both going to replace our damaged front wings. Thank you, Rio Haryanto. Thank you so much. So let's see how we do in this battle on the final lap of the race. So I mean, we could get lapped. Actually no, we're past the finishing line, so we'll definitely have to do another lap. So we're putting on another set of the ultra soft tyres just for the blast at the end, and now replacing the front wing. This is such a slow pit stop, so frustrating. 8.2, and we've actually jumped the Sauber in the pits, which kind of ruined my plan. I didn't want to slow down to let him back through either. So we're coming around the final corner. This has been the Singapore Grand Prix, and it's P18. It's been a bit of an exciting race. It's saddened me in terms of my pace and how it's turned out, but hopefully it was entertaining for you. So yeah, if you did enjoy this one and it's got you hyped up for the Singapore Grand Prix this weekend, please do leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of my F1 2016 content, and I'll catch you in my next video. Goodbye.